If minimum wages increase from $7.25 an hour to $12 an hour, it leaves many small business owners concerned about their future. 44 teams gathered here today to help raise money for Michael and show that positivity is the best way to strike down the disease. Cool. Dancers keep themselves occupied with water guns, cornhole, and bubbles.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's inauguration has inspired local teens of State College to come together and fight for change. The Penn State Creamery is known for bringing people together, but also bringing the community some sweet competition. Michael Keller is feeling pretty good these days. He even enjoyed a day of bowling on Sunday. You'd never know he's been fighting a terrible disease his entire life.
Whether I'm in the hospital or feeling good bowling, I try to always be a light and a positive influence on people around me and not let it get me down, because I think it's a waste of energy.
Michael was one of dozens of people who turned out at Bellefonte Lanes for an event to help families and children struggling with cystic fibrosis. For the third year in a row, the Bowling Center hosted a 65 Roses fundraiser to help cover expenses related to this disease.
This year we're doing it for Mike, who had a double lung transplant at the beginning of December, and he's in here bowling in it today, which is a great thing to see.
Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease that causes lung infections and limits the ability to breathe over time. There's little known about this disease, which worried Elisa Jaworski after her daughter Avery was diagnosed.
When we first found out, it was very scary. We didn't know what to do or what to expect. So a friend of mine is a cousin of Michael, and she got me in contact with him so he could explain to me what we could expect since he has been through it.
The type and severity of CF symptoms vary from person to person, and treatments are tailored to each person's condition.
She had to have a PICC line put in, which goes through your vein in your arm up here, if they can get it, and then it travels through your heart so you can get the nutrients to help your body get better.
44 teams gathered here today to help raise money for Michael and show that positivity is the best way to strike down the disease.
Michael has been a godsend to us.
The fundraiser collected over $1,300. In Bellefonte, I'm Mackenzie Party for the Center County Report. More than 700 dancers, thousands of volunteers and supporters hit the dance floor over the weekend to celebrate at Penn State's Thon and raise millions of dollars for families and children battling pediatric cancer. It's a yearly tradition and experience like no other.
You will never feel more love in a place than in the Bryce Jordan Center at Thon Weekend.
The largest student-run philanthropy in the world unites students, alumni, and the community to show their support and make a difference in the lives of patients and their families.
This weekend I could really see firsthand how special this whole environment is. So any family, any child coming here, it's a place to just forget about everything and just have fun.
Dancers have fun too, as they take part in the 46-hour marathon.
Cool.
Dancers keep themselves occupied with water guns, cornhole, and bubbles.
Yeah.
The smiles on children's faces is something people at Thon won't soon forget. And so is a second chance it gives families who are struggling with the challenges of pediatric cancer.
It's an amazing organization, and the students do all of this out of the goodness of their hearts, and they're raising all this money for families like ours who have to hear that their child has cancer.
Thon Weekend wrapped up by raising more than $10 million for the kids. At the BJC, I'm Mackenzie Party for the Center County Report.